Hi everybody, today I'm working on a bike converting it from magnetic Marelli fuel injection to a carburetor. I know there is a lot of people out there that having a problems with this fuel injection, so I figured it'll be a good video to show what is involved in doing this conversion. First, let me show you the parts that I removed, and then I'll move over to the bike to show you some of the work that has been done. So what you're gonna have to remove, obviously, it's your fuel injection throttle body, your air box. I replaced the throttle cable, the coil, because I also replaced the ignition system. And don't forget to buy different motor mount, because the motor mount for the carburetor, it's larger over here, and it has a holder for the choke cable that you're gonna need on the carburetor. I moved over to this side of the motorcycle. So let me start from the beginning. Obviously, you're gonna have to take the gas tank off. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of videos or instructions how to remove your gas tank, so I'm not gonna really get into that. So after the gas tank is removed, take off this bracket, which is gonna help you access the rear bolts on the intake manifold. And you're gonna need that space to first attach the new intake manifold for the carburetors, and also replace this bracket over here so you can have the choke attached, as I mentioned earlier. Moved over to this side, which you can clearly see the new intake manifold, just the stock intake manifold. It comes with this hole over here. I just found a rubber plug and plugged that hole for a sensor that we're not going to use, because part of our conversion was converting it to a different ignition system, which I'm going to get into in a minute. So then your carburetor, my new throttle cables that go up here. You can look in your manual or other videos how to disassemble this part to remove the cables. You don't have to take the headlight off. You can fish them through here, and they come right back out over here. This is an aftermarket air box the customer purchased, and right now I'm just running in my bottle to test the bike up. This is the ignition system that we used to replace the original stuff with. It comes with the coil over here. It just goes in the original place, and the wiring harness that comes with the new ignition. I placed the ignition over here because it was near to my pickup. See, these two wires are the original wires from the pickup coil that is on the front of the bike, the pickup sensor for the spark. So 2 wires out of the ignition goes to there, and then you have a power. Then I went through here to get a ground and a power wires hooked up, and one is for the tachometer, which this bike doesn't have, so that just stayed disconnected. It's pretty simple. Anyway, so this is where the ignition is located. The ignition has a little tuner over here. You can either use their presets, or it comes with CD and a cable to use your laptop to fine-tune this in ignition. It's a Thunder Hard brand performance, and I think it was $250. The important part I forgot to mention is that you're gonna have all these wires left over from unplugging the fuel injection. You can just simply tuck them right in here. There's a room for it. Let me show you. All tucked in, out of the way. Okay, here we have the gas tank detail. First, what you're gonna have to do is undo all these little bolts. There's a gasket there. I just have it put together so the gasket doesn't shrink on me. Here is our sending unit, fuel pump, and your float, and the 2 lines that you will actually undo from the bottom of the tank. But first, when you lift this up partially, you're gonna expose this hose that is attached right there. Undo the hose, then you'll be able to pick this thing out of the way. Then the second line just has a clip right here. Just undo it from that clip, and then simply unscrew the 2 lines from the bottom of the tank. Then what you're gonna have to get is this Pingle adapter set. So one will have the adapter to put a petcock on it, and the other one is just a plug, and then my Pingle petcock over there. So one thing important to point out, when you're buying your petcock, you gotta make sure the petcock points forward, not down or backward. Gotta be forward pointing petcock. So now finally I can show you this bike running. I'm just gonna turn my ignition switch on over here. Still have it laying back, and I already pulled my choke cable out, and here we go. Here you can see the ignition. Okay, so hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of what you got coming if you want to do this conversion. Up to you what kind of air cleaner you're going to buy or ignition system. There's a lot of it available, so just do your research on forums and online and see what you like. The carburetor you can buy used. This was a used carburetor from eBay, just the OEM. Same with the intake manifold, that bracket. Even the airbox, you can just buy a used OEM airbox. It won't be that expensive that way. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you can. Appreciate it.